Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to another video, and welcome to Grand Junction, Colorado, where I am currently parked at a Lowe's waiting to deliver all of this from the Scott's Company out in Fountain, Colorado. But, as you've probably seen in the description or in the title, we are going to be installing a blowgun on the inside of the truck today. You've probably seen in the intro what kit I have, but here it is. It's just your simple blowgun kit from Love's Truck Stop. So it's one of those things that I've thought about for, oh hell, probably since I got the truck, so it doesn't have one in it. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of sweeping out the interior. So with that said, I got out my little toolkit and we are going to put the blowgun together first, and then after that we'll turn off the truck because my daughter's in there watching TV. That's why it's running right now with the air conditioner on. But we're going to turn off the truck and then release the air pressure out of the system so I can cut the line that's behind the driver or passenger seat. I'm not sure, haven't decided what seat I'm going to do it behind yet, but anyways, so let's get started. We're also going to put trailer stickers on in this video as well. This new 2019 Fontaine Infiniti. Obviously it doesn't come with trailer stickers because they don't know what trailer number you want on your trailer. So I picked up some of those so we can get those on. As you guys know, it's Trucker Safety Week, I think starting today or tomorrow on Monday. But so anything you can do to not have DOT be all up your but anyways, let's get started. And then I have another thing that I added to the truck inside last night that we will talk about in a little bit. But with that said, let's get this installation started. Alright guys, so first we're going to unbox this. And sorry, I don't have a stand for my phone or my camera, but so it's that easy to open. There's only a staple at the top, so you just open the back. You've got your blowgun. Got your air hose with the attachments already on either side. So this side's what's going to go to the air line behind the seat. Make that T connection. This side is what's going to connect to the air gun. It's all self-explanatory, but you know, some people might enjoy a video. It does come with two tips, so I'm not sure what you would use this one for other than just filling up inflatables or something. But and then it comes with the actual small tip for, you know, what most people use it for is to blow out the interior of their truck. As all of you know, it can get pretty damn dusty inside trucks pretty quick. So, but let me put all this together and I will be back. Okay, so we're back. We got the gun put together. Not that there's that much to do to it. The tip is put on. It focuses. I guess it's focusing. I can't see really. I have sunglasses on. And then we put the gun on the hose. So, and we just used a simple crescent wrench right there. Don't mind my little toolkit. That thing has been on many journeys, and so there's a few things missing. The other tip I just stuck in here. My little cubby underneath the bed. That way if I ever do need it, it's there. Alright, on the 2012 Volvo, the air tanks are just located there underneath the driver's door behind that front panel. So, and it just has latches, you know, down here on either side that you undo to, you know, to pull it down. And then mine comes with these this little clip which clips into here. That way, if you only need to open it part of the way, it doesn't drop and hit the ground. But obviously I undid that so that I didn't have to get down on the ground and reach underneath to open up those valves to release the pressure out of the air tank. So, but as you can hear, they are draining. I just did all 3 of them. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly which one goes to the seats, and they could all 3 use being open anyways to just make sure there's no moisture in them, make sure there's no oil. If there's oil in them, usually that's a bad sign, obviously showing signs that your air compressor might be going bad. So, but nothing of that nature came out of them, no moisture, no oil, so seems like my air system is working properly. But without further ado, let's jump in the truck. We'll cut that air line, and well, we'll install what we need to install in the truck. Well, as you can see, I got my trusty little knife, which is obviously rusted for whatever reason, sitting underneath my bed. But then you can see what we do is just cut that air line. This is behind the driver's seat. Sorry about the mess over there. As I said, I've been using a broom to sweep out the truck, so it's kind of hard to get a broom back in here. But so yeah, now let's get the T-fitting hooked up, and then I'll show you after that. Okay guys and gals, first you want to slide this fitting on. So we just took this off of the T, which is right here. So that's what the T looks like after you take off these and those couple things. But you just want to slide these on. This side goes on first, so you just slide that on the hose and that one on the hose. And then next you put these on either side as well. My camera will focus, but these are usually kind of a pain, so I'll try to do it with you guys here. But generally, nope, can't do it one-handed. So let me get them put on and I'll be back. Alright, we got those installed. So now all you have to do is put that inside the hose, and then you bring up and screw these down. Make sure they're snug, because the last thing we want to do is listen to an air leak right behind the seat. So all your fittings, you know, you're going to want to make sure that they are on and secure. So this one up here has a little rubber gasket. I don't know if you can see it in there, a little black rubber gasket, but I don't have any tape with me, so I didn't tape this one, so hopefully it doesn't leak, and hopefully those don't leak. They shouldn't. These ones shouldn't. The only one I'm worried about is this one right here, but if it does, I'll go inside Lowe's and grab some pipe tape and stick on there. But let me get all this hooked together, and then we will continue from there. Well, we got it all put together, tightened down, looking good. So, sorry, I had to focus it there. That's what it should look like. And then I usually just bring it up and, you know, stick it on there, but it'll fall off or whatever. But as long as it's out of your way, because you don't want to catch it, step on it. I had the hose in one of my trucks, two and a half years ago. It cracked right here and broke, and so I had to pull over on the side of the road and get that fixed. But let's go turn back on the air, turn back on the truck, fill up the system, and then we will make sure this thing's working properly. Alright, as you can hear, we are building air pressure. So, there you go. While the air pressure is building, I'll show you these. On my daughter's feet, they're hanging in front of my face, but... So this is the addition I made inside the cab. I picked up 2 of these pillows. So I've been telling myself for a long time I wanted a good pillow because, well, the pillows that are now in this box, I mean, you can tell there's like, you know, they're done for. So there's no, I don't know what the word would be, no fluff left in them, I guess. But, you know, it's kind of gay thing, guy to be talking about pillows, but my neck for the last about month, 8 weeks, somewhere in that range, has just been aching in the morning. So we walked over to America Furniture Warehouse, I think it was. It's like a half a mile from where we're at. And we picked up these. So, luxury memory foam pillows from Healthcare. This one is the Air Fusion. Me and my daughter laid on about 10 or 12 beds last night with different pillows and different mattresses, because I need a new mattress in here as well, but that will come later. So yeah, these ones were $19 a pillow, and then they had them marked down to, I think they were only $1 off, like $18 a pillow. But we picked up 2 of them, one for the top bunk when my kids are with me, and then one for the bottom bunk. But made it nice. I mean, they're memory foam, so when you lay down, you know, it just comforts your head. So, but extremely nice pillow. Only used it one night, so more to come on that. But as for right now, I am impressed with only one night sleeping on them. I didn't have to bunch up my pillow, I didn't have to adjust it, anything. It's comfortable laying on the side of your head, you know, on the back of your head, whatever, because, you know, your head just sinks in and then it supports your neck. So no neck issues this morning. But anyways, that being said, let's get back to the air system. Just thought you guys might want to know kind of how much those pillows were or whatnot. Oh, and like I said, can you hear that? Air leak coming out of that fitting that I was talking about. So, looks like we'll be going into Home Depot and grabbing some tape. But it is working. If you can see all the dust flying around now, but it's going to work good, but gonna have to run inside Home Depot. So there's that. Low kit installation. It didn't come with tape to put on that fitting, so be aware if you do get this, make sure you get some tape. I was hoping that it would work without it, but I kind of knew it wouldn't. So there's that. Now let's move on to those stickers really quick. It'll just be a quick hot second. I'll put those on and then show you. Okay everyone, so these are the stickers we got. They're just those cheap ones. I think they're 99 cents a piece at Love's. I just got the first set put on, and I would not recommend these stickers. So I am going to, you know, obviously put these on for just to have them on until we can get some new ones. But there you go. That's what they look like. That looks like absolute crap, if I do say so myself. So this little part in the section of the D, I'll probably cut that out with my little razor knife to make it look somewhat better. I have no clue why the number is so much shorter than these, or why the S is smaller than the D. It looks like it's upside down, the S does, but no matter which way I turned it, it looked like crap. So wondering why I probably have the blue tape on. It was just to make sure everything was level, then we could peel that off. But yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's level because it looks like crap. So, but we're going to stick them on just to have something on for the time being. But we will go get some made where we get our Red River Trucking stickers made. But with that said, we thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, even though it will be over by the time you see this. But remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell for all of our latest and greatest videos, and we will see you all on the next video.